You do not need to figure it all out right now. And I think for a lot of us, that's harder than it sounds. Because when you're used to being responsible, used to being thoughtful, used to being the one who sees what needs attention, it can feel unnatural to leave something unresolved. Not because you're doing anything wrong, and not because you're trying to be controlling, but because uncertainty can feel heavy when you're used to creating steadiness. So your mind keeps it going, trying to make sense of it, trying to get ahead of it, trying to find the answer before the answer has fully arrived. And sometimes that can look productive. It can look reflective, like responsibility, like being proactive. But sometimes it's just pressure. Pressure to get to clarity quickly. Pressure to make a decision before you're ready. Pressure to resolve a feeling just because it's uncomfortable to sit with it. If you're new here, hi, I'm Epiphany, a Type A Capricorn empath and wellness strategist who also works in a fast-paced, high-pressure industry. This space was created as a place to pause, regulate, and reconnect with yourself. It's soft wellness without having to earn it or explain your need for it. I think one of the quietest forms of pressure is the feeling that you should already know by now, that you should already have the answer, already know what to do, already know how this is going to turn out. But that kind of pressure doesn't always create clarity. Sometimes it just creates more noise. Because clarity does not always come from thinking harder. It does not always come from circling the same thoughts again and again until you forced something into place. Sometimes clarity comes later. Sometimes it comes when your mind has had room to breathe. On a walk, in the shower, in a quiet moment, when you stop trying so hard to arrive. Not because you gave up, but because you let go of the pressure to solve everything immediately. And that matters because when you're always trying to figure everything out at once, you don't just exhaust your mind, you also make it harder to hear what's actually true for you. Everything starts sounding equally urgent, equally important, equally unfinished. And that can make you feel like you're behind when really you may just be in process. There are some things in life that do not need action, but there are also some things that need space, space to settle, space to reveal themselves, space for you to come back to yourself before deciding what's next. And I think that's important to remember because not every unresolved moment is a problem. Not every unclear season means you're missing something, and not every question needs to be answered today. Sometimes the most supportive thing you can do for yourself is stop demanding clarity on a timeline that your nervous system cannot sustain, and allow yourself to move at a pace that actually supports you. Before you go, if there is something in your life that feels unresolved right now, see if you can loosen your grip on it just a little. Not by avoiding it, not by pretending it doesn't matter, but by allowing it to be unresolved for now, without forcing an answer before it's ready. You may not need to figure it all out right now. If this resonates with you, I invite you to stay connected by liking, subscribing, and turning on notifications. Please comment a topic you'd love to see explored next. Share this with someone who might need a reminder today. Thank you for being here.